What's up, guys? It's man out. Welcome to the Diablo Resurrected Research Institution. I am your host, Professor Ice Stack. Appreciate you guys for coming by. Like the video if you will, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the page and hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And become a channel member or a patron. Links in the description below. And to those who are not offended by the Iceman, may you have many wives. Appreciate you guys coming by. Yep. So in this video I have a Heart of the Oak wielding necromancer. Now I tried this out with WEBB. WEBB is obviously a freaking toad of an item. But the problem is, it is damn expensive. It's extremely rare. Even though I was wearing a piece of trash one. That's pretty expensive, man. I don't think I've ever found one. A couple of you guys hit me up in the comments on my previous videos saying you had a bot or some shit who found like all sorts of other things. Ton of J runes, ton of Burr runes, but you ain't never found a Death's Web. Maybe once. But these things are rare, alright? Obviously, its primary allure is the fact that it pierces poison res by a lot. This one's a negative 45%. I believe it maxes out at negative 50, I think, something like that. And obviously, you can socket it with something as well. I didn't have anything in mind for style points. Add to the challenge, waste a large socket, and don't take advantage of it. You know, it's a challenge. So that's what I was kind of going on with that thing. But now I want to try a Heart of the Oak. Dog was going off, so I'm gonna have to pause the video. First off, let's make the thing. Go, Vex, pull, Thull. Oh my god! Okay, that's a pretty decent one. The range is 30 to 40 all res, and this one rolled a plus 37. So what's great about this build is with HOTO, you already get the nice 40 FCR because I am using 3-part trangs, and I get no FCR from the belt or the shield, so it's quite unfortunate. But you get a very fine 40 FCR on this thing, and one of the nice breakpoints with the Necro is 48% FCR. So all you need in that case is 1 FCR ring, and you're good to go in that regard. So before I show you the rest of my gear, let's go see what this thing can do in the Frigid Highlands. Yep. There we go. Okay. So, without, well, first off, let's showcase the damage with this thing. It's gonna be the same. 6,933, and then Heart of the Oak, 3 doll skills, 6,933. Now, of course, Death's Web can roll +2 to P&B skills, so you will have an additional point into P&B skills if you have a 2/2 Death's Web, obviously. But I'm trying to go for budget here, and I already have a good amount of Poison Pierce on this guy, and I am using, oh, that's the wrong skill. I was fighting a Diablo clone. I am using lower res, which pierces their resist all by 63%, alright? And then I have an additional 25% pierce on my 3-part trangs. So I don't know if I'm going to be missing out too much here in terms of damage. Oh my god! Ooh, look at this! So that wasn't half bad. Piece of trash. Alright, let's go again. Couple poison novas here and there. Oh my god! Oh, that could have been freaking A-Rack. That's unfortunate. So these guys are innately poison immune. So they are being broken by the Sunder. And then pierced even more so by lower res. Which I believe lower res has a 100% effectiveness against Sundered enemies in terms of its pierce. But even with that being said, I mean, it's not as great, obviously, against the poison immunes. Death Web will probably shine against guys like that. In fact, let me see if they're... Oh, these guys are innately poison immune as well. But they just have such low HP, it almost doesn't even matter. Alright, so those guys, yeah, let's try it out with Death's Web. I gotta make sure I get that low res on them as well. So I got these archers. Oh my god! Holy shit! It does a damn good job. I would say, like, look at his health. You see his health? You see how fast that went down? Now, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's slower. It's slower in this case, because oh, these are minions, however. I can't, that's a poor example. Alright, let's do one Poison Nova, not that it stacks anyway. I mean, it looks like, it takes 2 to kill him. So let me try it now with WEBB on a nice fresh pack. My mercenary's dead as well, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's see. Is it just 1? Oh my god! Yeah, it does only take 1. You see that? It just takes 1. Alright. So, even with... But those are poison immunes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the Frigid Highlands, especially now that my mercenary is dead. I'm going to do Frigid Highlands once with HOTO and once with WEBB. I'm gonna cast 1 Poison Nova. And let's see its effect on the enemies, alright? Because those guys are not innately poison immune. And they're all minions, so we'll see how well that performs. Alright. Welcome back to the spiritual journey. So, I'm going to try the Frigid Highlands now with Heart of the Oak. Low res cast on those guys. And let's see what it does to them, alright? Oh my god! Oh, it killed him! That's not good. They need more health. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on players. Let's do players let's do players 5, alright? Because then it probably won't kill them, and I'd like to see what it does to their health. Alright, here's players 5. 1 Poison Nova. Oh my god, that's wretched. Are you kidding me? That's it? Okay, so it took them a little before or after half their health, you know? And I'll do it again. Laura's still on him. Are you kidding me? How many is it going to take to kill him? 3? It takes like 3 or 4. Alright. And now, I'm not going to do these guys. I'm going to try the same thing with Death's Web. Here it is now, Death's Web. Same damage, with an additional 45%. Pierce to enemy poison res. Oh my god, it sucks! 2! 3! Oh my goodness, it's barely even different. What the hell? I mean, it's a little different. Ooh. Oh! Dumbass. Alright, let me try one more time with HOTO. Cute little ring. Dual res, so mana leech. Horrible mana leech on that. Okay. So, let's try this again. I was kind of surprised. It wasn't, it wasn't a crazy difference, was it? See, like, there's 1. Oh, I stacked it, my bad. Oh my god, it's like the same thing! Are you kidding me? It's like the same blasted thing. That's odd. Let me try it one more time with WEBB now, alright? Yeah, that's correct, right. Alright, so here's Death's Web again. Oh, gee whiz. Gee whiz, it almost killed him with 1. I mean, yeah, so it does more damage, alright? Obviously. As expected. But it's just not... This thing is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it? I mean, it's worth it if you're trying to mid and max. But it seems like with 3-part trangs, coupled with lower res, you can do quite alright with the HOTO. Let me try a cast run on players 1. Alright, so here he is, on the way to the Chaos Sanctuary. With HOTO in the main hand. Oh, jeez. Yeah, these guys are tough right here. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up, Ice Toad. You dumb toad. Alright, so players 1. Did that process? Okay, players 1. That's a little better. But these Venom Lords are quite resistant to poison. And they have pretty high HP as well. Okay. I've seen worse. I killed it. Oh my goodness. I killed the Doom Knights and the other things, the Oblivions, with 1 Poison Nova. Oh my god. That's amazing. Here's these guys. These guys are easy to kill. Yeah, poison just kicks their ass. Oh my goodness, look at how fast this is. This is Heart of the Oak. How about these guys? It's gonna be harder to kill these guys. 2. 2 Poison Novas. And mind you, I don't have any skill or GCs, alright? My Poison Nova is level 35. The only Pierce that I have, aside from my low res, 3-part Trangs, so negative 25% added. I mean, this ain't half bad right there. What do you guys think about this? I feel like it's justifiable to make a Poison Nova Necro without the other thing. Without D-Web. I mean, you could put a couple cheap facets in your gear still. Well, assuming you don't need the res from the shield, which you probably do. But if you were to put a cheap, you could put a cheap facet in the helm. A little bit more poison pierce right there. Oh my god. Almost got my little tail swatted. Okay, let's see what these items are. Junk! Junk! Wow, that was high damage though. 242%. So Mercenary is dead. Poison Nova is horrendous against bosses. This just isn't fair. I'm supposed to have the Mercenary out.
Not in town.
So I think I'm going to try this one more time now with Death's Web to maybe get an idea of how effective is a Chaos Run without Death's Web. HOTO in my book is pretty expensive still. That Vex Rune can be a pain in the toad to find. But it really is nothing compared to Death's Web. Ooh. Alright, garbage. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'll give this a shot. Players 1 with Death's Web now. And the rest of my gear, I'm wearing Shaco with the Charm Rune in it. Harlequin Crest. Massive life and mana. 2 to all skills. Plus 2 to attributes. A godly as fuck stat. Physical damage reduced by 10%. Cannot be frozen from the Charm Rune. And yes, I did double up on cannot be frozen for style points. Because I get it on the belt as well. I just love making those sacrifices. Because it adds to the challenge. You know, I could have easily put something else in there, but nay, I will put a Charm Rune in there. And double up on that CBF. 50% chance of getting magic items. A perfect Maras, that's fine. Don't judge me too harshly. Shield kind of sucks, unfortunately. It does give 2 to PNB, but that's it. You know, Homo would be far better, but it doesn't have the negative 25% enemy poison res. Sandstorm Trex. 20% faster run walk. 20% faster hit recovery. 15%. 15 to strength. 15 to vitality. Plus 88 to maximum stamina based on character level. A godly as fuck stat. 50%. Slower stamina drain. Poison res plus 70%. Repairs 1 durability. In 20 seconds. And these are not ethereal. It's fine. Storm Eye. Basically have that. It's a nice ring. But I have it for that FCR. Trank Belt is absolute hog. And yeah, you don't need that CBF there. You don't need the Charm Rune and the Helm. You can put something else in there. In this case, definitely a Poison Facet, I would say. A perfect one if you can attain it. Enigma. 2 to all skills. 45% faster run walk. 1 to teleport. 15% enhanced defense. And all those other mods. I mean, obviously, this thing's a freaking hog, and I have it for the teleport. Dwarf Star, just a budget ring is kind of what I was going for. Trying gloves, amazing gloves. So 69.33 with them, 55.46 without them. 25% to poison skill damage. Just an epic stat. Then I have the Rotting Fissure. Piercing that poison thing. Imperfect Torch. Imperfect Annie, and no other things, alright? I don't have any skillers. So now I'm going to do a Chaos run with DWEBB, and let's see how well that fares. Yeah, welcome back to Spiritual Journey. Soul. So I have DWEBB on now. Oh my god! Holy freaking Toad, did you see that? I forgot to show you the stats, but with DWEBB on character, I have negative 70% enemy poison res. And of course, without it, I'm only at negative 25%. Alright. Yeah, DWEBB, I mean, it's a slug. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, I suppose. It's a slug. But can you fare without it? I mean, I'd rather not. Gee, look at this thing just demolish them. Oh my god. Something to note for research purposes. If you're like a hybrid build or something, where you're not using lower res, DWEBB is extremely important and very noticeable. Because I enjoyed a build like that. I had a Summon Necromancer with a bunch of Skellies, and I put an amp damage instead. You know, I just wanted to do some style point build. And it was a pretty good time. I used Corpse Explosion as well, which is probably your primary killer. And check this out, I'm not even using low res right here. And it's still quite viable. I mean, here's a boss. So he a little thick, but I mean, I'll use it without. I use the thing without right here. Oh my god. Devastating. This might be a godly throwable. You gotta check those things, especially in 85. Areas. Double up that shit. Alright, no lower res here. But, I mean, why would you do that? But yeah, for the hybrid builds, it definitely shines more. But who's really doing that? DWEBB is a hog. Alright, so it's got to be one of the rarest items of the game. I'm pretty sure it's in the top 10. It's up there, you know, with a couple other things. Up there with Wind Force and shit. Up there probably with Templar's Might, with Fathom perhaps, and I did find a Fathom. I think it's quite similar to a Fathom in terms of rarity, which is extremely rare. And yeah, I did find a Fathom. I was a Magic Find competition with Sweet Phil. Blessings to you, man. And may you have many wives. But yeah, I beat him in that competition straight up. Everybody knows who's seen the videos, because that Fathom was just an absolute hog. And I also found a Tomb Reaver. Alright, I should have picked up that sword. I'm gonna pick up the sword. Yeah, you gotta identify the swords and shit. Be to max damage. Alright, so let me try this last seal over here. A couple enemies in the meantime. But I mean, what are your thoughts? How does this really compare to the HOTO? What do you guys think? Obviously, if you were to boost up your damage a little bit and you're still doing players one anyway, like if you're on ladder or whatever, and you're mostly just solo MFing, solo games, you could probably boost your damage up with a couple skillers and, as mentioned, a facet or two. In which case you won't need DWEBB as much, and it's a lot more budget. But obviously DWEBB will still kill them faster. So it is, I mean, DWEBB is a hog. Research noted. Thank you guys for coming by. And here we are going to get Satan. We'll see how fast it kills Satan now. I think it's going to be, oh, jeez, that is still just wretched. And my Merc is swatting the shit out of him now. The thorns must be getting him a little bit. I do have a Thorns Mercenary. And they say that it's good to have a Fire Golem with a Thorns Mercenary. Oh my goodness. They say it's good. In the comments anyway, they do. They say this. That it's good to have a Fire Golem with a Thorns Mercenary, or a Bramble on somebody for that matter. Because the Fire Golem, its aura, it aggroes all the enemies around it so that they attack it. So it's something that you can just keep recasting if it dies, so it's not like a Mercenary where it sucks. You gotta go and resurrect him every time. So it doesn't really matter as much if he dies. But if you pump up Golem Mastery a little bit, if you have super points, they'll aggro to him and just constantly be doing damage to themselves, hitting him. His damage is going to completely suck. All the Golems need more damage, especially Fire Golem. It just sucks. Even after the supposed buff to Holy Fire, it's still complete ass. Even if you max it out, it's just completely worthless. So don't do that, but I did put some points in the Mastery just to keep his life up, so that it's primarily utilizing the Thorns damage. Cute little boots right there. Well, let's see what this ring is. Oh, my favorite! Another Dwarf Star! But yeah, I think Iron Golem, or Fire Golem, and aggro shit. Let's take a look. Does it even aggro Fire Immune, I wonder? And no, it's definitely not worth having a... Yeah, look at them all go after him. You see him go after him? These little guys are running away. See his fire aura. I don't know if it makes the guys who are immune to fire still go after him, but it still aggroes them. I don't know. The aura, that is. I think it did aggro that dude. So these guys are not fire immune, so it should aggro them. My Mercenary is just destroying shit. Mercenary. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you for coming by. Like the video if you will. Subscribe to the page and more videos to come.